President Trump spoke briefly to reporters yesterday, but did not answer questions. He plans to hold a news conference later today. 5 members of Congress close to the president now say they're in self-quarantine because they had contact with someone who tested positive for coronavirus. Paula Reid is at the White House. Paula, does the president plan to get tested?
Good morning. Michelle, President Trump traveled with one of those self-quarantine lawmakers yesterday on Air Force One. Another one is the president's incoming chief of staff. But the White House says the president has not been tested because he has not come into contact with anyone who has tested positive, and they say he's not exhibiting any symptoms.
Has blindsided the world, and I think we've handled it very, very well.
Amid mounting criticism of his administration's response to an outbreak that has been moving across the globe for nearly 3 months, President Trump once again tried to reassure Americans.
We will be taking care of the American public.
The president previously said he thought the U.S. economy was resilient enough to weather the fallout of coronavirus. But now he says he's seeking very substantial relief, including help for hourly wage earners and a possible payroll tax cut. Even a 1 percentage point reduction in the payroll tax could cut up to $75 billion in revenue. In a sign of how quickly pressure is mounting,
we think we will get out of this within months.
Just this past Friday, the president's top economic advisor, Larry Kudlow, had pushed against big stimulus packages. The administration is also considering relief for airlines and the cruise industry. But Democrats say the White House should prioritize help for individuals before corporations.
This is about the families. We're about putting families first. If your children's school is closed, who's going to take care of them at home?
At least 5 members of Congress have now self-quarantined after interacting last month with an individual at the Conservative Political Action Conference, or CPAC, who later tested positive for coronavirus. They include the president's incoming chief of staff, Mark Meadows, Georgia's Doug Collins, who shook President Trump's hand Friday ahead of a visit to the CDC, and Florida's Matt Gaetz, who flew with the president on Air Force One just yesterday. Gaetz tweeted a photo of himself wearing a gas mask while he signed the coronavirus funding bill. It's unclear exactly what the appetite is among Republicans for a payroll tax cut. These are meant to put more money in workers' pockets, but some economists question whether that kind of stimulus would work in this situation, where most people are trying to stay home and not spending as much money. Tony?
Paula, thank you very much.